Hello and welcome to Pantheon of Geeks. Join us again for another unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at the Star Wars Legion Customizable Jedi General and Knight kit. And here they are. I think the video description might just say General or Knight. I can't remember which one I put in. But there we go. I'm not changing it now. It's General and Knight. There we go. Here we can see on the side, we've got some components on the side. 20 different options. Let's get it open. Let's have a look. Get my knife, I'll get my clippers. I don't need to keep the box, so I'm not too fussed. The boxes will be going into the recycling. There we go. And this one's heavier than the softest one of everything. Feels heavier, anyway, we've got two bases. There we go. Alright, might just be in my imagination. There we go. I suppose the sprues are the two larger sprues than the droids. That might be why. Maybe it's got a bit cramped. So we have our Royal Republic and our generic tokens there. All of our, I think they came in different packets in the last video. Jedi Knight, Strong in the Force. And there we go. Master of the Force 1. 105 points. There we go. We have our Jedi Knight. There he is. Keeper of the Peace. And then we have Jedi Knight only. Jedi Knight General only. What's this? General of the Republic. Then we have Jedi Guardian. There we go. Jedi Knight or Jedi. Jedi Knight or Jedi Knight. General only. I read wrong in my head for some reason. There we go. So Jedi Guardian, Jedi Consular, there we go. Got some classic Old Republic names in there now for the classes. Which is that, I think it was Steady, Force Blast, nice. Jedi Knight or Jedi Knight, General only, Jedi Negotiator. Is that aggressive negotiations? Looks like it. Or Lightsaber. Jedi Knight. It's got critical 1, impact 2, PS1, nice. Or we can go twin lightsabers, just for fun. High velocity, impact 2, PS1, nice. Or we can go double bladed lightsaber, so that's round 1, impact 2, PS1, nice. So Jedi Knight General, we got Jedi Training Master Duelist, there we go. So these are Jedi training ones. Master Duelist, Peacekeeping Mission, Force Adept, Tactical Acumen. There seems as many in there as with the droids. And we have our command cards here. We've got For the Force, Jedi Knight or General, Affirmative General. There we go. And then all the others are the alternate language cards. So I'll put them away. I mean, I was thinking of these alternate language cards. If you wanted to print off some of the paper ones, and say you only got some of the new ones, you wanted some of the paper, you could use some of these if you put them in card sleeves as the backs, just to give them some strength. I'm trying to think of uses for the language cards. Or you can have multiple cards. I mean, it doesn't say in the rules they have to be in the language you understand. So it just says you don't have a card for them. There we go. So those are what we have. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to build these yet. But let's have a look at the sprues. Oh yeah, you also get the, obviously, if you're new to this, scan that. It'll take you straight to the how to build on the website. Read this first. Doesn't really tell you anything more than that. It's just a little bit of advertisement. And yeah, they used to have rules on the back of these when it was FFG. I used to have to keep tons of them as well. I'm not sure it was a good thing. Rather the rules in the book or online. Oh, okay. Two bases. Screws. There we go. So yeah, it's probably why it's bigger, because we've got all these lightsaber blades. So this, right? So this looks like the armored Jedi, because we've also got these extra bits on here. So there's probably the general. We have our heads on the bottom. Cool. And we have our Jedi Knight with their lightsabers. It's more of the sort of standard Jedi sort of cloth type thing going on there. And then we have some different heads. That's a cool one. Like you, we're going to use you, I think. We have a Twi'lek head though. Let's check the other ones out. So we got human. Assuming human. Is there a face? Oh yeah. No. Also looks female. I can't really tell. Maybe not. The Twi'lek. Female? Not female? Can't really tell again. Biff and Rodian. Pretty cool. I'd like to see more alien options, just because I'd love to sort of put some more into my rebel troops, just to really make it stand out that most of them are alien and they're fighting the Empire. But there we go. So I like that. Again, we've got two bits of ground fluff, which is identical like on the Imperial spray, so meh to that. Don't know what that is. Is that ground fluff as well? If that's ground fluff, that's a battle dread obviously. If that is ground fluff, at least there's two different types. It kind of looks like there's a thing for standing on. Might be wrong with that. But again, why have we got to have two the same? I don't know. Got some nice lightsabers though. Kind of like this, with a long hilt. It seems a bit superfluous that though, if you can get a lightsaber that's that big. Why would you have one that's like 3 times as long, unless they had like the ability to turn into 2 lightsabers or something like that. Doesn't really look like that though, because it's got the pommel sort of hook on. I don't know. I do kind of like it though. I just don't think it's practical. Right. So again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build these guys. I don't quite know how I'm going to build them. I'm going to have a look at the cards, because obviously the main you can. It's not like we're adding force powers on, but lightsabers, yeah, seems to be a difference. So I want to see how I'm going to build these guys. He looks pretty cool. He looks like Jedi Master material. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go ahead and build these. I shall come back with my completed builds and we'll have a look at them. So some completed models. So this is their general model. Went with the long blade. Well, it's a slightly longer blade, but long hilt that looks ridiculous, but doesn't look ridiculous. I think it looks cool. Yeah. I think it gives him a bit more sort of weight sort of behind him. And then for the knight, I went with this. Double blades, Twi'lek head. I'm not sure male or female, doesn't matter. And then I went with the little dead droid on the base. Now, when I was looking at this sprue, my brain completely missed the fact there's actually 2 pairs of legs for the knight. so you can put them on the other bit. But there's actually 2 stance options at least. That's the only set of all of them, of the 4, that's got 2 different stances. All the others are in exactly the same stance, apart from the droids, which doesn't have the 2 legs. And then in this sprue we've got 3 legs. Well, in this box we've got 3 legs, so it's like, wait, couldn't you put an extra pair of legs in the droid? Never mind. But there we go. So that is how I've built them. I was tempted to use the Bith, and then I just thought, no, I'll use the Twilight. I could happily build more of these, to be honest. At least a couple more variations I'd like to try. Anyway, what I'm thinking of doing with the Jedi General is, these are my thoughts. Consular, because I used to play Consular in Old Republic. So, lightsaber, standard. Then we have some Jedi Force Adept training, which will give us another +1 to the Force upgrades. So we've got 1 there and 1 there. And then Jedi Peacekeeping Mission, Prayer Position, Rival 2, Sentinel. It's more of a theme than any kind of theory behind how those will interact with each other. It's just like the consular theme. And then obviously we've got these 2 force powers we can take, and then 2 extra force powers we can take from the cards. So probably look through the different cards and find 4 force powers that they could take. A bit disappointed you don't get any force powers in this pack. That would have been nice, but you don't seem to. So, and then we have the Knight. So we're going for more of a fighty build. So Jedi Knight with the Guardian, which gives them charge and lethal. And then we got double-bladed lightsaber, which gives them charge, but if they got charge, they get tactical 1 instead. Plus obviously RAM 1, impact 2, PS1. I didn't know whether to take the high velocity or the RAM, but I've gone with that one, because it also gives you tactical 1. And then we've got Jedi Knight, or General, and we've got the Master Duelist. Thought it could work, and we've gone with that because it'll give us block. No other reason. So if you give this to someone who has block, which is the normal lightsaber, they would get outmaneuver, but you don't get that on the double-bladed. So there we go. That's what I'm thinking. Try them out, see what happens. So now I've built all 4 customizable sets. Honestly, the most impressive of the 4 was the first one I built, and unfortunately I lost the video for that, and that was the Empire. I think there was more options in the Empire. If I can reach across, I might be able to show you the finished models. But yeah, I just felt there was more options. So I've got my ISB agent and I've got my Imperial Commander. And because you get so many cloaks in this as well, it just felt like there's more options, more little droids. What was the other droids in the other sets? Well, the droid set, obviously. But yeah, there's those. And then I keep knocking the camera, sorry. And then we obviously had our Rebels when I painted. I like them. And obviously in the last video we finished off our droids, who are not yet painted, they've just been sat there waiting. So not even got around to finishing the bases off on these guys. So those are the 4 customizable packs. There's things I like about all of them, and probably things I didn't like about most of them, apart from the Imperials. I thought the Imperials were just good all round, so they win. And my least favourite, it's hard to tell. I kind of like all the other 3, even for the flaws. One thing I'm going to do, I did show you this general like this, because that's what it looks like in the box. Because you get 4 cloaks in the Imperial set, I'm actually going to try and put this cloak on him, because I think it would look pretty cool. It gives him sort of a good guy Count Dooku vibe. I don't know. Don't know what I'm going for, but I just think it looks pretty cool on him. So I've cut off the little bits underneath and I'm going to glue that on after, but I wanted to show you before I did that because this is what you get in the kit. This is me just doing a bit of kit bashing. It's not really that big kit bashing, it's just putting a cloak on. But yeah, again, because that came in the Imperial set. The other cloak that comes in the Imperial set, I was playing around with that, but that already has shoulder pads on and it looks really weird. Yeah, it doesn't really work as well. It's got a good angle on it, so you could always cut those shoulder pads off, but it's a bit faffy, to be honest. I preferred how this one looked when I was testing it out. It's not too over the top, it could be like a Jedi cape. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see me play any games of Star Wars Legion, please put in the comments. Other than that, thanks for watching and bye for now.